if you are having any four-wheeler or a six-wheeler or an eight-wheeler, commercial or a non-commercial vehicle, and if you are hiring a driver, in addition to you also driving the four-wheeler, and if he commits an accident, who is responsible? Will the insurance company pay the compensation, or you have to pay the compensation? What are the circumstances? How insurance company makes you a villain from a customer? Because initially you are the customer of the insurance company while purchasing the insurance. And when they come to court, they stand against you. So you become the villain there, their opponent there. So all these issues I'm going to share with you right now. This is with reference to a 3-judge Supreme Court judgment delivered recently pertaining to the liability of the insurance company when the vehicle is driven with a valid driving license but expired. Now everybody knows what is a driving license, and there are broadly 6 categories of driving licenses. The first is fake license, or a fraudulent license, or a forged license. That is, the driver could drive the vehicle with a fake license. The second is the driver could drive the vehicle without any driving license. The third is the driver could be driving the vehicle with a learner's license. The fourth is irregular license. That is, a driving license could be taken for the car and it could be used for the lorry, vice versa. The fifth is the valid driving license but with an expired date. That is, all the contents of the driving license are permissible under law except one item, that is the date, expiry date. Because every driving license is given for a certain period of time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, depending upon you, state to state. And the actual driving license is called the valid driving license. That means within the expiry date. That is, the expiry date is not today or yesterday. It is sometime in the future. That is the valid driving license. That is what should be in the hands of the driver when he suffers any accident. So the first defense, the first and the fundamental and the foremost defense the insurance company will take is whether the driver is having the driving license or not. Because out of the 6 types of driving licenses which I described earlier, if the insurance company is having the first 5, is having the chance in the first 5, then they have won the case halfway through. Because if the driver has a valid driving license with a valid date, with an expiry date somewhere in the future, then the first step, the fundamental step, is lost for the insurance company. If he is having the fake driving license or a no license or the learning license or an irregular license or valid driving license but expired date, with an expired date, then he has a case. The insurance company has a case. Then insurance company makes the purchaser of the insurance instrument, that is insured, that is the owner of the vehicle, a villain in the court. Then it happens. Of course, driver goes to criminal court, owner goes to compensation court. There are 2 types of courts when you suffer an accident. When a vehicle suffers an accident, driver will be liable for the criminal case, and the owner will be liable for a claims case. Owner along with the insurance company. Their insurance company will start taking defense against the owner if there is no driving license, or if there is no valid driving license, or the 5 instances which I described earlier. Now, the owner can't check up the driving license of the driver every day. So what is the remedy the owner has? Because the compensation must be paid by the owner, that is the law. Though the accident is committed by the driver, owner will be made vicariously liable, that is the expression that is used in the law, and the owner will be liable for payment of the compensation. If at all he complies with the entire insurance rules and regulations and the contract of the insurance and the terms and the contract of the insurance, then insurance company will bear to the maximum, that is 80%. Whatever was agreed in the contract, insurance company is liable to pay. Now this video is about a peculiar circumstance where there is a valid driving license but expired, that is, it is not renewed, because law says it has to be renewed within 30 days. Motor vehicles law says it has to be renewed within 30 days. But let us assume that it was not renewed by the driver. Now, anyhow, the compensation is to be paid by the owner, not by the driver, because driver will suffer a criminal case. Now, what is the remedy available to the owner? How can owner come out of this kind of peculiar circumstance where he is a victim for the negligence of the driver, where he is a victim because the driver did not renew his license? Because whatever driver does, owner is liable. That is the law. Supreme Court, in a recent decision, which is in the description box, kindly go through it, created a principle stating that if the owner takes adequate precautions, then insurance company is liable. Supreme Court left it there. If the owner proves that he gave adequate instructions to the driver to renew the license, or if the owner proves that he took adequate precautions to see that the license was renewed, then owner will not be liable, insurance company will be liable. Supreme Court left it there. Now, how to give action to this principle? I have an idea. The best thing to do is, whenever you appoint a driver, you have to anyhow take a Xerox copy of the license and take an undertaking from him, stating that he will be responsible for the renewal of the license, and inform him very clearly that if he doesn't renew his license, he will be liable to pay compensation. If that undertaking is taken from the driver, then you can prove in the court that you gave instructions to the driver to renew the license, or you took adequate precautions to see that the driver renews his license. Then you are safe. Otherwise, you will have to suffer the compensation, and insurance company will just throw the compensation and everything and dump it against the owner, that is you. Okay, hope I'm clear. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment.